Mavericks. I'm your host, Fatima.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is CSI Today. Hey Stephanie, let's take a picture and post it on Instagram. Do you know that depending on the filters used in the picture you take, it may indicate whether someone is suffering from depression?
That was, according to Harvard University's researcher Andrew Rees and University of Vermont, Chris Danforth.
During the research, 166 volunteers were asked about their social media habits, while researchers analyzed their feeds based on brightness, colors, and faces.
The study concluded those who were seen as depressed tended to use photos with increased hues, decreased brightness, and low saturation.
Out of all the different filters, it was shown that depressed volunteers were most likely to use Inkwell and a black and white filter.
The volunteers that were not depressed were more likely to use the filter Valencia.
This research may serve as an additional step towards identifying individuals who may be suffering from depression.
Our next story takes us to Cincinnati, Ohio, where the local zoo is still struggling to manage the fallout following the death of one of their gorillas, Harambe.
Harambe, as many already know, was shot May 28th after a 3-year-old fell in the habitat at the Cincinnati Zoo.
The 17-year-old gorilla has had a countless number of memes made for him following his death.
The memes vary from jokes about Caesar from the Planet of the Apes to statements claiming that gorilla did a better job of watching the kid than the mother. And if young Metro didn't trust you.
I'm guessing young Metro didn't trust Harambe.
Sure is sad, Stephanie. But on the bright side, we do have all these great memes of him.
You got that right. Harambe will always be in our hearts.
But the real question is, what are memes doing for us as a society? Are they desensitizing us? I would go so far as to say that memes and the humor they solicit distract us from having a conversation about the real issues at hand. Whether it's race, politics, or gorillas, we should not allow memes to give us an out from talking about the important issues we face as a society. Last week, CSI gave an update on the Republican presidential candidate, Donald Trump, and his hard stance on immigration. For more than a year, Trump has stood by his pledge of deporting 11 million illegal immigrants. Yet recently, Trump has been softening his stance on the issue in what many are calling a pivot towards the voters of the general election.
To give you more on this story, our CSI political correspondent Alex, live from the campaign trail.
Rolling, rolling, yeah! Rolling, rolling, keep moving, moving, moving. Oh, he's moving right. Don't try to understand them, just roll.
This is Alex, live from the Trump campaign. Donald Trump has claimed he would deport 11 million immigrants if he was elected president. Now he seems to have flip-flopped on the issue. You know, Fatima and Stephanie, the claim that Trump is trying to pivot and distance himself from his extreme statements he has said in the past might be missing the mark. To me, this appears to be a complete policy change. The question is, why?
Alex, can you explain what pivot means for our young audience?
Yes, Stephanie. To pivot means that a politician who has said or done something to target specific voters during the primary election is now either changing or softening their opinion in order to appeal to a larger audience. So in this case, Trump is pivoting towards those who are put off by his harsh statements in order to gain their vote. In my opinion, he's unlikely to gain any additional support from minority voters for his change in tone. However, I believe his humane approach to immigration is targeting white suburban female voters who may have been put off by his harsh language and stance toward immigrants. The Clinton camp has been quick to take advantage of Trump's divisive message. Well, that's all for now. I'll be sure to keep you guys posted should anything new develop. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Alex.
That's all for today, Southridge. Enjoy your 3-day weekend.
Hey, what are you doing?
Trump? What am I supposed to be doing with this guy?